Oh my gosh, guys, guess what? I'm part of the mystery box hop. I can't even believe it. I made 3 awesome crafts with the mystery box that I received in the mail. So go get your crafty party pants on and let's get creative. So we're going to start it with a few items that Fanny over at Creations by Favi had sent me in my mystery box. Fanny at Creations by Favi is so awesome. She gave me so many great things to work with, and I just adore her. She is such a cute crafter and just overall awesome. I also want to take a minute here to thank Sammy at Unicorn Dust Designs for organizing this mystery box hop. So thank you, Sammy. So first, she sent me googly eyes. What do you do with googly eyes? Well, I'm going to paint them over with some Mod Podge, and I'll show you in a few minutes what I'm going to do with those. Next, I'm going to take this cute tray that she sent me, and I'm going to cover the bottom of it with the nautical rope, and then I'm going to paint the inside of the tray with the white Waverly Chalk paint. And then I'll paint the outside with the Folk Art Nantucket blue. So we're going to take this canvas and we're going to take the canvas off. And my original plan was just to paint this bad boy. Guess what? It was in bad shape. So I had to readjust my plan. So we're going to take jute twine and we're going to wrap this thing all the way up. So the corners were still bare. I had to fix those corners because they were in bad shape too. So I'm just taking popsicle sticks and I'm just fitting them onto the corners. And then I'll take some spackle and I'll fill up all those joints, I guess, so that it's kind of looks like one piece or just the corner. You can't really tell after I fill it in. Next, I'm going to paint those corners with the Nantucket blue. I'm really crushing on this color. It's so good. I love it year round. So look, it looks pretty good actually. Huh, who knew? So to cover up those very edges and make it look more seamless, I'm going to go ahead and add some jute twine around the very edge of those corners. Next, I'm going to take these little puffy stickers that you can get at the Dollar Tree in the smaller size, and I'm just going to add them to the corners and then paint over those with the Nantucket blue as well. Next, I cut a piece of medium weight chipboard, but you can use a cardboard box or like cereal box or something. And then I cut down my cork board, 2 sheets of cork board, and I'm going to layer them together, and I'm going to add them to that medium weight chipboard. And then I'm just going to hot glue all of this to the back of my frame. And now I have a cute little cork board. So this edge was showing a little bit and I wanted it to look nice and finished. So I'm just going to add some jute twine just to cover up that little bit of gap in between the back of the frame and the cork board. So we're going to take this little dry erase easel. We're going to take off the easel stand and then we're going to cut the legs off. With that easel stand, we're going to just cut it down to fit in between those little legs, just so that the whole edge of this dry erase board is finished. Then I'm going to hot glue that down. I'm going to give the front of this 2 coats of the Waverly white chalk paint, and then I'm going to take this stencil here, just adding a little painter's tape to tape off what I don't want stenciled, and I'm just going to stencil this on with a makeup brush or a makeup sponge from the Dollar Tree. I'm just going to pounce that color right on. That's that Nantucket blue again. You can see a theme going on here. And I will just do that 3 times down the middle of this board. Now I wanted to add a little something extra to this, so I am going to tape this off and create some little stripes on the sides here. Now my daughter had gotten hurt. I had to turn my camera off and I totally forgot to turn my camera back on, but I do add some little clothespins to the front of this after I put on this nautical rope around the edge to finish it off. And that completes this part of our project. So I'm back to our tray. I did drill 2 holes about a 1/4 inch down, 1/4 inch in on this tray. And then I'm gonna add the keychains to both of the board and the tray. So each of these keychains came with a little bit of chain. So I took the chains off. I'm adding 2 of the chains together to create a longer chain. And then I'm gonna put those in the back of my sign here to connect my sign and my tray together. So you'll see here in just a minute what I end up doing. And as you can see, that board there, that was the back of that lighthouse sign. I just gave it 2 coats of the Nantucket blue and then dry brushed with white over the top. And here I am just adding those chains to those keychain. I guess it's like the round part of the keychain where you would add the keys. I don't know what that's called. So this is how we're going to connect our sign to our basket. Well, at least the back part of it. So like I said, I lost part of my footage. So I apologize. It's going to get a little dicey here in just a few minutes, but I think you'll be able to see kind of what I did. So I'm just going to hot glue these 2 pieces onto my board. This is the cork board and the little message board with the clothespins. You can see the clothespins there now. I just painted those with the Nantucket blue and then hot glued those on. And then I'm just going to go around the whole frame with some nautical rope. So these were the little, they're like the clothespin clip signs. And so I'm just taking the clothespins off of those. I'll give those a coat of the Nantucket blue. And then I'll line the outside edge of these cute little clothespin signs with some white, with like a white paint pen. So I just go around the outside edge, and then I'm going to add the word notes, to do, and keys to 3 of these little tags. So I added a couple of holes to the front of my tray, and I'm going to add some jute twine here. And if you can see those little dots in the front of the tray, those are the googly eyes. So I just hot glued those on, painted over the top, and then I do end up dry brushing white over the top of it. So I had pulled the jute twine into the front of the tray and hot glued it on each side of that white message board in the middle so that the tray is being held there. So this probably isn't how I would do this project if I was going to recreate it, but you know, I had to use some of the elements that I was given, and this is what I came up with. I did end up using some jute twine around the keychain holders as well. So what do you think of this piece? I love how this turned out, and I ended up using 8, can you believe it, 8 elements from my mystery box. So there we have our little cork board, and I just put a couple of little push pins in there, and then our little clothespin board there. And you can see back here that the back is being held up with those 2 keychains, actually 4 keychains. And then I just painted a little square of the Nantucket blue in the middle of the little box there. And then you can see where I attached the front, the jute twine in the front up to that white sign. And then there are the googly eyes. And I just put a regular twine hanger on the back so that this would hang. What do you think? I hope you liked that first DIY. Today is the mystery box hop. What that means is you're going to start at my channel. I'm going to leave a link in my description box below of the person that I sent my box to. You're going to click that link, go to that person's channel, and then they're going to have a link in their description box for the next channel, and you'll keep going all the way around until you come back to me. And in each of our videos, there will be a mystery question for you to answer in order to get entered in for the big giveaway. So my question for you is, Where is your favorite place to vacation during the summertime? We're kind of staycationers, so we like to just stay at home. But we have so much fun just being a family and being together, so it's okay that we don't go a whole lot of places. Probably our biggest excursions are gonna be to the beach or to the river. Those are our favorite places to go. So if you're coming to my channel through the hop, hi and welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Sarah with Jujubee DIY. Let's get into our next craft. These are the items that I'm gonna use from my mystery box. And to get started, we're gonna take this, our nest is best sign. We're gonna take the cardboard top off of the base, and then we're just going to cut apart these pieces. So it's all one piece, and I'm just using my box knife here to create 3 separate pieces. So real quick, I just wanted to let you know that the winner for the mystery box hop will be announced on all of our community tabs on June 6th. So make sure you keep your eyes peeled on June 6th so that you can claim your prize if you're the winner. Good luck! Next, I'm going to take 12 of these dowel rods and I'm going to cut them down. I can't remember. I think they were like 2 inches or 3 inches long. In my description box down below, I will leave the dimensions and all of the products that I used today. So I did cut off part of that arrow because it was a little too long for what I want to do here. So I'm going to take one of these boards that I cut down to, I believe, 4 inches long, but you can cut it to whatever size you want if you're going to recreate this. And then I'm just going to stack 6 of these dowel rods together on one side, and then I'm going to stack 6 on the other side. So it'll kind of look like a weird bench at first. And then I'm going to cut some popsicle sticks. These are just the regular small popsicle sticks. I'm going to cut them down to size to create a front for my little, this is going to be like a little planter. So I'm just going to hot glue these onto the wooden dowels. And that'll give me a 3-sided box. So I wanted to create a roof for my arrow house. And then I found this super cute buffalo check paper, and I'm just going to trace it out, cut it out, and then add some glue stick and then just glue it down. I'll take my emery board and I'll go around the edges to clean them up and make it all look super nice. And then, yeah, see, there's my little emery board. I just go around the edges just to get any excess paper off. So then I had this wall sticker sheet that I needed to use. So I'm taking 2 of the elements and I am going to give them 2 coats of the Waverly Chalk paint in the color ink. And then I'm going to go around the edge of my house. Now, hindsight is always 20/20. Is that what they say? So in hindsight, I would have painted this arrow first and then put the paper on, but I kind of didn't know where I was going at that point. So yeah, paint your house first and then add your paper. It's a lot easier that way. So I'm just going to paint those popsicle sticks. Those are the jumbo popsicle sticks that you get at Walmart. And I just cut them down to size to create a roof. And then I'm going to take those stickers and I'm going to create a little circle dormer window, I guess, for my house. And then I'm going to create a door. So then I'm going to use this moss sheet. These are the messiest things in the world. They're convenient for some things, but they're definitely messy. So I just cut it down to size. I wanted to put this onto my roof. And then I'm just gonna hot glue that in sections on my roof line. Now be very careful because as you can see, a lot of the moss does fall off of this and then you're just left with that mesh sheet. So you're gonna be careful when you're hot gluing because you will burn your fingers. And then the moss that fell off, I'm just going back and adding to the, you know, roof there so that it fills in and doesn't look like mesh, green mesh on there. So then I'm going to outline my door and my window with some jute twine. And then I'm going to outline the roof line with some jute twine as well. Next, I'm going to take a paintbrush and some white chalk paint, and I'm just going to create a little cross on my window. Now, I know this is going to drive some of you super crazy. My window is wonky. I'm okay with that. I love whimsical and wonky and not perfect. So if it's something that bothers you, definitely make sure that you're, you know, getting your lines straight. But I was totally cool with it. So I'm going to take some of this gingham ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to put it on the block that was the base of that Our Nest is Best sign. And I had painted that with the Nantucket blue along with our little planter box there. I'm gonna do a couple of wraps of rope around my house, and I'll just secure that with some hot glue. Then I'll just secure the little planter and the house to that board, that base. And then I'll make a 2-layer jute bow to put on the front of my house here. Next, I added some floral foam, and I'm going to take these flowers that were in my mystery box, and I'm going to use the greenery off them. They were really cool greenery. So this is the top little part of Our Nest is Best sign that I had cut apart from the other bit of the cardboard or whatever. So I am just going to use one of these rub-on transfers that says home. And then I'll just hot glue that right to the front of my little box there. And I'd added some florals. And here's a look at how our little house turned out. I think this is so adorable. I added one of those rub-on transfers above the door that says 5. That's how many people we have in our home. So I thought that was a cute little addition. And as you can see, the jute twine. And there are the dowel rods. And then I just added some florals. The orange flower is from Walmart and the yellow flowers are from Michael's. And I just love how this little house turned out. I think it is so adorable. So here's the scoop on what you're gonna win if you answer each person's mystery question in the hop. You're gonna win a $100 box, mystery box of hard to find Dollar Tree items. How cool is that? Like, who doesn't want to win a $100 mystery box full of hard to find Dollar Tree items? I know I would love to win something like that. So you don't want to miss out. So if you like what you've seen here today, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. I'd love to get to know you better and bring you more farmhouse/country cottage DIYs on a budget. But hey, if you're not ready to subscribe yet, I know, commitment, right? Maybe you could hit that thumbs up button for me. That would really help my channel to grow and get noticed by YouTube. So without further ado, let's get into that last DIY. So for our third and final DIY of the day, we're gonna take one of these super cute Dollar Tree house frames and we're just gonna cut out a piece of scrapbook paper that matches the same size. Next, I'm going to take one of these banners. This was a package of banners that came in my mystery box, and I'm just going to cut it down to a rectangle size. I was super surprised by the quality of these banners, and even though they fray pretty easily, they're really actually very sturdy fabric, and I don't know what they're made of, but it kind of feels like those, it kind of feels like microfiber maybe. So I actually was pretty impressed with these little banners. So I'm just going to cut down my rectangle, and then I'm just going to use my fingernails to kind of fray the edges just to make it look a little worn and rustic. So I wanted to create a new back for my piece. So I'm just using some medium weight chipboard to do that. You could just use any kind of cardboard, or you could just use the frame back. I just wanted to be able to use this frame again in the future. So I'm going to take the green cotton yarn that was in my mystery box, and I'm just going to wrap it around the top part of my piece here to create a little border. And once I got it to the size I wanted, I just wanted it to be a little bit bigger than this material. I just finished it off with a little bit of hot glue there in the back. And then I'm taking one of these rub-on transfers from the Dollar Tree, and I thought, let's give it a whirl and see if it works on the fabric. So I'm just centering it up, and I'm just gonna rub it down, and guess what, guys? It works. It's like totally great. I love how this turned out. It looks so good. And I'm just going to attach that with some Aleene's tacky glue. Next, I'm going to take one of these little mini clothespins you can get at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to hot glue that on the front. Next, I needed to use this ribbon, that green ribbon there. That was in my mystery box as well. So I cut down some pieces and dovetailed the ends, and I'm just making a messy bow here. I don't think I've ever made a messy bow, so this was kind of a first for me. I'm just going to gather the middle there with one of those doohickeys. Zip ties. Oh my goodness. Sometimes words escape me. So I'm just going to zip tie the middle there, and then I'm just going to wrap that zip tie up with a little bit of the white jute twine that you can buy at Walmart, just to finish it off and make it look, you know, a little more cute than a plastic zip tie. So I'm going to put my frame back together. I'm going to put my piece inside my frame first, and then I'm going to put the glass in the back, because like I said, I wanted to be able to use this frame again in the future. So I want to keep that glass, and then I'm just going to put the back on. So the last and final thing that I needed to use out of my mystery box were these little foam dinosaur stickers. Thank you, Fanny, for those wonderful dinosaur stickers, but I did use them. So I needed to create a little bit of height to where my bow was going to be. So I just cut down a couple, stacked them up, and hot glued my bow on top. And here's a look at how this DIY turned out. I love this. I think it is so cute. I love that paper. That scrapbook paper came from Michael's. And then the little messy bow on the top. So cute. I just love everything about this little piece. So let me know in the comments down below which project was your favorite from today. That's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a happy, healthy, and blessed day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye! Go get your crafty pants on. Nope. Still recording. Oh, sometimes you gotta wonder. So go get your crafty pants on. Nope. Go get your crappy party pants on. No. No, 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 no. Okay. Sorry. Don't get crappy pants on. Go get crafty pants on, okay? Just crafty ones. Oh my gosh. Today is a mystery box hop challenge. Is that what we're calling it? No. No. Being at my channel. Maybe you're coming here from another channel, in which case I say hello to you. Oh my gosh. Mystery box hop is a mystery box hop. That's it. Okay. We're not gonna get this stuff. Don't scratch, it's gonna go red. Why do I want to say challenge? I guess it is kind of a challenge, isn't it? Mystery box hop challenge. Mystery box hop. Hopefully I can piece something together. Okay, sound like a sick cow. Subscribe or I'm gonna knock you out. Subscribe or I'm gonna knock you out. Look at this. Glory, hallelujah. Let's get on with this. If you liked this video, here's 2 more videos for you to watch. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you so very much.